first generation SKX from Skechers was a valiant effort at a first control boot, despite it being basically a carbon copy of Nike's Phantom GT1 and GT2. However, their new SKX 2 completely changes that narrative, and I'm incredibly excited to see what these look like, and also, more importantly, how these perform on pitch. So let's jump into the unboxing. This is a very standard, typical Skechers box. You have all of the tech specs right here on the side of the box, so you can see them from above here. Your Hyperburst Pro, your Precision Strike Control. I say that in literally every SKX vid. Precision Strike Control. All right, Precision Strike Control, and then the Performance Fit Knit. So from a tech spec perspective, they're not going to be all that different from the original. However, there are some major changes they've made. As you can see, really cool design language here. This is the Skechers SKX 2 Elite in firm ground. My usual size 9 US, a US women's 10.5, Euro 42.5, UK 8, and a 27 centimeters. So the same sizing as the Nike sizing, as well as the other thing that I'm not remembering for some reason. Adidas, Puma, Under Armour. Under Armour has the same sizing as Nike and Skechers. That's right. Okay, however, if you do want free size guide, link down below. Let's get these unboxed. So you do get a very Nike-like, ooh, there's the boots. Okay, very cool. Little string bag there. Skechers football logo, nothing on the back. Very Nike, incredibly Nike. Wow, oh my days. Yeah, I can rock with these. Okay, first of all, colorway. Really nice. Definitely Skechers is kicking the crap out of most of the other big brands in terms of launch colorways. I feel like the last couple launch colorways of new football boots, including the Phantom 6, including the Puma Ultra 6 Ultimate, just not doing it for me. This is clean, it's memorable, it's interesting, it's not overdone. The pastel looking kind of teal blue color is pretty nice in my opinion, and an all white boot with black and accent colors always hits in my opinion. Noticeably, these are a lot lighter than the previous generation as well, so that'll be interesting to get into once we get these on feet. But let's get this other one out of the box as well, and I'm actually so pumped about these. Partly because I think Skechers has done a great job with their marketing, obviously having Harry Kane, and I think a lot of people underestimate Skechers for really no good reason, when in fact they have, yes, maybe pedigree of potentially copying designs like I mentioned in the intro with these bad boys, but with this one it really feels like the people at Skechers are trying to do something unique, different, and just forging their own path. And you can kind of see that with the Razor, although the Razor does include a lot of the forefoot elements of the Vapor 10 in that Teijin synthetic. The rest of the boot actually feels quite unique, and I really, really like that boot. These are not only insanely soft straight out of the box, that is nuts for a coated knit material, but you have some nice design elements with the fit knit collar area, and then a new redesigned heel with those kind of silicone dots in there as well. So definitely a nice in-hand feel. This is the same sole plate as the previous generation, which I will put side by side with it. So there you go, you can see it's the same. But in terms of weight, they actually feel a little bit lighter compared to the initial edition, or the SKX 1.5, which is that purple and black one. That being said, this one does definitely feel a little bit more lower profile. It's got more of this kind of, it almost looks like a speed boot now, to be honest, which is kind of interesting. So I wonder if they're going more of a Phantom competitor, which especially the Phantom GX, GX1, and the new Phantom 6 actually looks very kind of sleek and more phantom-y, as opposed to more of the Tequila and what else am I thinking? Kind of Predator, which aren't as kind of sleek and almost speedy looking on that side of the control boot market, if you will. So this is a performance fit knit upper. So it's a really lightweight knit upper, which I have praised in the past because I do actually think that this fit knit is very, very high quality. It's got a really, really nice elasticity to it. I love it on both the Razor and the 1.5 edition of the SKX, and this SKX 2 feels no different. This is very, very nice knit material, very premium feeling kind of under my finger. And then you have that I literally Okay, y'all have to leave the cry laughing emoji if you got to this point in the video for the precision strike control. I just can't say that straight. Precision strike control. I don't know why it's such a tongue twister for me. Okay, anyway, the precision, there we go, strike control elements look quite a lot different here than they do on the original. The original had an actual texture to it, so we'll do a little bit of an audio test. Pretty grippy, right? It's got that physical 3D texture to it. Whereas if I do the same kind of thing with the new one, it really makes a difference in terms of the actual physical 3D texture, but this one actually has this waxy grip sensation to it. So I imagine you're gonna feel a lot more grip actually on an upper like this compared to the 1.5 edition. You also have one of my favorite insoles on the market, which now actually has silicone dots on it. Look at that. And you can maybe see it on this camera. It's quite shiny. They've got dots all over, which is supposed to help with the grip on the underside of the foot. And this is their Hyperburst Pro material, which is also the same stuff that they put in their running shoes, which I have actually now had a chance to try their carbon plated race shoe. If you're interested in my thoughts on that one, I'm more than happy to provide them, but I'm not a racing shoe reviewer, although I do try a lot of different running shoes. So if you're interested in my thoughts, let me know and I might put a video out on my favorite running shoes or something like that. But needless to say, this feels like a really nice complete package. I'm excited about the heel area updates as well. It feels a lot more, it just feels like a better heel area compared to the previous generation. Feels a lot more padded, feels a lot more neutral. I am interested because this one had a perforated suede material, whereas this one feels like it's got more of that almost a fabric, but then with that silicone dots on it. So I am curious to see what those silicone dots do for the internal performance and stickiness of having your foot inside the boot. We'll see how that goes, obviously, but overall, this is a product that I'm actually incredibly pumped for, and I'm super excited to get these out on feet. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. All right, fam, welcome back to the pitch. This is the part of the video that I am so excited for because the SKX 2 not only looks amazing, but I think is going to perform equally as amazing so long that it actually fits my foot. And if I can balance properly, we'll get my foot inside here and tell you what it's all about. Now, these do have the silicone dots all over the inside, so I'll also comment on that. Oh my days. Oh, wow, it's been a long time since I've had a boot that fits this good. These are, wow, 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 wow. They have done wonders to this upper. Not to say that SKX 1.5 wasn't, a bad boot or anything, but oh my days, these are comfortable. The heel area is massively improved as well. I'm not really noticing those silicone dots all over the internal sock liner. Wow, I'm gonna really enjoy this review. This is so, so good. These boots are, I think there's a reason why people are calling this potentially boot of the year this year. Because this creates, I think, a very interesting question between Predator Phantom 6 and these ones. Tequila is obviously in that conversation as well, but unfortunately, I just don't think Tequila, albeit being incredibly soft, very fun performance-wise, I don't think they're as fun, special feeling as these ones. What the crazy part is that they didn't change the sole plate. They literally just changed the pattern of the upper and the way that it fits around the feet. And they've done absolutely amazing things to this heel area. It is so much softer than the previous model. And I am thrilled to get these. I really want to shoot with these. That's like the thing that I want to do most. But let's get some starting footwear going, or footwear. Get a little bit of skills going. Here we go. Lovely. Yeah. These are gonna be very, we'll go through the cones one more time. Very, very wonderful to play in. Lovely. Yeah, wow, okay. This is gonna be lots of fun. Let's roll. All right, a little bit of bounce off the wall, a little warm up into the side netting, hopefully. That's the idea at least. Yes, 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 yes. A little bit too much there, but you get the idea. Tight touch, wrap around. Man, these are enjoyable. Woo. Oh my God. They fit like a Magista Obra 1, but a low top version. And yes, I know the Opus existed. Don't be bashing me in the comments. These feel like you took the Magista Obra 1, thinned out the upper a little bit, and then made it low top. All right, a little Ronaldinho action drill, a little bit of shooting as well. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow. Still warming up, okay. That's all right. But needless to say, these feel fantastic. Now, is the sole plate that I wasn't a massive fan of better now? No, but because it is on an upper, there we go, upper that is a little bit more, how do you say, complementary maybe to this stud pattern, I think the overall package is quite a bit more enjoyable to play in. Oh, that's right. Well, man, I am thoroughly enjoying these boots. Skechers SKX is, yes, so good. All right, little pop-up shop here and pop it up and then really get a rip going. Oh, not like that though. Bummer. That's all right. Just trying to get some accuracy. Ooh. God, I love these, man. These are freaking special. Very, very, very fun. Ooh, little dip on that as well. See if I can get that on frame. Here we go. Oy. No, oh, at least we got 2 to go for. That's all right. Skying them today. Doesn't make these any less enjoyable to play in. If you are looking for an experience that is unique to the grip knit and that's not as grippy, but still has a sticky ball texture to it, I would highly, highly recommend. No, my days, dude. 3 out of 6 over the fence. What I was saying though is, despite my poor performance right now, this is a boot that is mega comfortable, very secure. The Performance Fit Knit tongue feels great. No adhesions anywhere, no like weird lace bite. The upper feels fantastic on feet. It wraps my foot perfectly. The sizing is excellent. Stud pattern is excellent. Heel is excellent. Like these are wonderful football boots, and I'm very, very pumped for Skechers. So yeah, let's roll into the conclusion. All right, fam. Getting these off. Been out here for a little bit, so legs are feeling a bit sore. And I am just over the bloody moon about these. I think these are so good as a product. Skechers nailed it. They are, I think, with the Razor that was already kind of their halo model, this is definitely, I think, the model that's going to take them into the elite category in terms of, okay, now they really compare with the top boots on the market. And so, you know, if I'm making a snap judgment right now, if you put a gun to my head and you said, hey, you have to pick a pair of boots to wear for a match scenario, these are number 3 on the list. In this category, behind Predator and behind Phantom 6. I'm probably picking Phantom 6 first, just because the Phantoms are my favorite family of boots kind of ever. And then the Predator is just absolutely amazing. But to be honest, it would probably be pretty close between this and the Predator. I just think that these are fabulous to wear. They're so soft out of the box. They're breaking in excellently well, and they've just got such a nice feel to them. I didn't notice the silicone dots on the inside, which means one of 2 things. Either 1, they're not really that effective, and that's fine. I don't notice them, I don't slip around, so it's fine. Or 2, I don't notice them because they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, which is keeping my foot inside the boot. I am wearing WeFoot grip socks, so that also could be part of it. You can find a 20% link down below, 20% discount link below. Other than that though, these are so well executed. I think they have, Skechers has genuinely smashed it out of the park with these. I think these are just phenomenal. So, all right guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Skechers SKX, you should definitely go check these out. I think these are so enjoyable to wear. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video. As always, be awesome, take care. See y'all in the next video.